Who would like to go first? I guess I could introduce myself first.
You go first.
Me go first, okay.
You assembled the team.
I am the Nick Fury of the Ark Podcast.
I'm going to leave that in. I am the Nick Fury of the Ark Podcast.
I'm just gonna say it because I can't get out of my mind now. Ahoy there, everybody. My name is Captain Neptune, and welcome to the very first episode of the Beach Bobcast podcast. I am joined today by Craziest Kraken and On Fire 944. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh.
So, what brought us together, would you guys say?
Probably, Ark, Survival Evolved.
Yeah, that one video game. I don't know if you've heard of it.
That one game, it's got dinosaurs in it. It's got Vin Diesel now, too. That's pretty cool.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that game. Can you tell me what it's about?
Yeah, so how's everyone enjoying the new Battlefield, huh?
Oh, don't even get me started on the new Battlefield. That's rough. But no, yeah, so we decided to come together, a couple of us content creators decided to come together and create a podcast because we noticed there was a lack of Ark podcasts out there. And with the new Ark 2 on the horizon, hopefully, pray to Raptor Claus, that we do get Ark 2 in 2022. I'm really hoping we do, but Wildcard is notorious for their pushback, so we'll see. But yeah, we decided to come together, make up a podcast, and just kind of hang out and tell our stories and our experiences within the game and what we like about it, or dislike, either or. So, topic of today, the main question for today is when you guys first found Ark, what is your story? How did you start? Where did you see it? How did you play? What did you tame? What was your first tame? All that fun stuff. And I guess who would like to go first?
Rock, paper, scissors?
Flip a coin.
I don't know.
I mean, I can go first. I got my own story.
We can all tell a little. How about we break that question up?
Okay.
What was your first Ark Tame?
Yeah, so I had two. I was taming two things at once. It was a dodo and a parasaur for me.
For me, well, mine was a trike. The story behind that is I didn't want my first tame to be a dodo because I didn't want it to be something simple. So I decided to go for a trike, and I was like on top of this like rock with a slingshot trying to knock it out. And he was only like level 1, I think.
Yeah, back before they made the level increments better.
Yeah, back when you only unlock stuff every 5 levels or so.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't remember exactly what my first tame was. But if it wasn't a dodo, it definitely was a dillo.
Oh yeah.
So I had a dodo. My dodo was named Steve, and I think my parasaur was named Paris. That or I didn't give it a name. It was one of those two. And I was hacking away at this tree, and there was a Bronto's leg nearby, and I hit the Bronto's leg by accident because the hitboxes were horrendous back in the day. And I hit that Bronto, and he swung his tail, and all I could do was watch my dodo and parasaur get just murdered in front of me. And then I got sad and went ahead and tamed something else. And then I got my base.
A fun fact about dodos is I got scarred from breeding for years because the very first baby animal I ever tried to do was a baby dodo, and it starved to death as I was naming it. And I was like, you know what, that's enough breeding for possibly ever.
Those small dinos, they die pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. I remember back before they had the setting to where you could just enable mating, where you had to enable wandering and keep them in a enclosed area.
Oh, dude.
Oh god, that was horrible.
That brings back memories.
Yeah, I had two
Repression.
Brontos. Trying to get Brontos to breed was a pain because they're so big, and I couldn't find any enclosure to keep them in to stop them from walking around. So I just gave up on them, and I bred my Stegos. And then I went off on an adventure, and I had twins. I only knew that because I got back to base, and there were two twin Stegos dead next to the campfire. That was so sad.
Depression.
Yeah, I think the first thing I ever bred was Phiomias because I just wanted to test how breeding worked. So I built like this horrendous thatch like box thing, and then I bred them, and I went out to go do something while they bred, and then I came back and there's like a dead baby Phiomia on the ground.
That is so awful. Ark breeding is
sad.
brutal, man.
It really is. I remember, like when they released the breeding update with the Mosasaur, 'cause they both came out at the same time. I remember watching for that update, and I was like, this is cool. I like this. And then I used to watch so many YouTubers who would put the egg on a hot boy and then eat the egg.
Oh,
my gosh.
yeah. No, that's awful.
I did that one time. Well, actually, it's an unfertilized egg, but I thought you could just hatch any egg. I didn't realize it had to be like the fertilized one.
Oh yeah.
So I got a Quetzal egg, put it on my hot board, and I accidentally ate it.
There should be a way to
devastated.
get a fertilized egg of all the animals. I think that'd be really cool.
There's a couple mods out there that let you do that. They you can make nests and then they'll like just randomly lay fertilized eggs out in the wild in their own little nest. And if you walk, I think it's called the Hunted mod.
I saw Syntac play that. Yeah.
Yeah, Syntac and Natural Causes played that.
Natural Causes made a 100-day video on it.
Yeah, and it's one of those. It's like the game, the mod itself is fantastic. I tried playing it. I had a hard time, but I played a bit of it. And you have to like walk up to a nest, grab an egg. But if some dinosaurs that are usually passive are territorial, so if you get close to them or their eggs, they attack you out of the blue like trikes. I remember I was being chased down by like 12 trikes at once because they move in herds.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, they move in
herds.
Yeah. Imagine that plot twist for Jurassic Park, just watching Alan
Grant.
gored.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ian Malcolm and Dr. Grant have been impaled by 12 Triceratops. Jurassic World Dominion is shaping up fantastically.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're coming to that movie. I'm excited to see how that goes.
I'm pretty excited for that movie.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I'm excited.
All the paleo Twitter people who think they know everything about dinosaurs. I'm gonna throw shade at that because I find it funny. But
shade at the Twitter community. Huh?
Yeah, but how they have been tearing apart Dominion because of that Giganotosaurus design, and I don't mind it. I quite like it.
I think it just looks cool. It does look a little bit sort of Indami, but it's pretty cool. I like it.
I've always seen Jurassic Park as not scientifically accurate. I mean, obviously, they said so themselves. We are not scientifically accurate. Back in the day, they were, because that's just how it was. But nowadays, I mean, they're just like, hey, a dinosaur. How are we going to get people to pay attention to these dinosaurs? And they're like, just put some extra ridges on it. They'll like that.
Yeah, put some spikes on there. Oh, God, when you start to tame something, but it has a heart over its head, and you're like, where?
Yeah. I've done that before. I've done that with I remember because there's a mod on Steam called Awesome Spyglass. I don't know if you've seen it, but it adds an outline on all dinosaurs so you can see them better at night and just even throughout the day. And if you point your spyglass at them, it will show what buffs they have, what debuffs, what it takes to tame them, what level, health, stamina, all that fun stuff. And I was taming a Giga one day. And I don't know why, but I was shooting it, and then out of nowhere it said mate boosted, and I'm like,
what?
I'm like, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
So, talking about the beginning days of Ark, where did you guys build your first bases?
My first map was the island, and I built my first base on that sort of first spawning area.
Oh, okay.
We had called it Pacific Playland.
Yeah.
That's what that base was. But my main base on my first Ark world became the Herbivore Island, where that was very nice, very cool.
So when I spawned in, I actually spawned in right across from there. So you know where the lava cave is, kind of down by Herbivore Island. And then you got that.
I know that place.
And then you got the cove where all the T-Rexes spawn. And then more towards Herbivore Island, there's just these big rocks jutting out near the beach. They're in the water, but also right on the beach. That's where I built, and that's where I stayed for my entire place. My entire very first playthrough was that section. I stayed there, and I didn't know how to get to Herbivore Island because they didn't have rafts at the time. And so I just looked at it longingly, trying to get over there. And I finally got a Pteranodon and made it over there. And I never built over there, though, because I had no idea how I was going to get my dinosaurs back and forth.
Oh, yeah. See, my base is around that peninsula at the bottom of the map full of all the rocks. I guess some people call it like...
Oh, Rock Island?
Yeah, well, that area. It was right next to that. It's like the beach that's on that island. Near that peninsula that kind of connects it to the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
That was what it was. And then I had it on that beach, and then I think I was watching Slipgator. I think he built his base like right next to where my spawn location was, so I moved it inside the rocks so I could be exactly where his was.
Oh, are you talking about the big A rock? With the,
yeah, that one.
So that's where I built my second base. So back when Ark first came out, they had it to where you couldn't like make a new character. Or you can make a new character, you couldn't restart your world. So if you make a new character, all your old stuff from your old character stays in. And
yeah,
I remember one day I was trying to tame a plesiosaur and I drowned, and then all of a sudden it just popped up saying create new character. It didn't give me an option to respawn, so I lost my character and all my stuff, all my dinos, my whole tribe.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing like back on Xbox where I think it was the Redwoods update, like corrupted the single player worlds.
This was actually way before the Redwoods.
Way before. Because I lost my first single player world that same way.
This is when was this? This was I don't remember. It was just like a couple months after it released on Xbox. And they didn't. I lost my character, and I had no way to get it back. And I didn't know how to contact Wildcard, so I wasn't going to bother with it. So I made my new character, so I had to build a second base near where you were talking about on fire, in that A-Rock near Rock Islands. And I built my base in there. I actually turned that whole entire rock into my base. And eventually I was playing through, and I'm like, man, I want my old stuff back. I want my old dinos back. But you had to wait like an entire week in real life, in-game. And so on single player, if you stop, it stops the timer, and so it was going to take me like an actual month to get my stuff back.
Is that before you could like redo the settings and stuff?
Yeah, and that was before admin commands, so I couldn't just give them to me. And so I was like, okay, whatever, I guess, I'll just make my new character and start over again. It's fine, it's a new game, I like this game. And so I started doing that, and I got up, I built myself back up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go raid my old base. And I had like 2 gigas over there. And I was like, well, this is going to be a bit difficult. So I went out and I just came to a couple more gigas, and I just raided myself. Took all my stuff back and lost a couple dinos, but it's whatever. It's fine.
Unfortunate, but it worked out in the end, though.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Sometimes you have to attack yourself.
Yeah. No, my very first little base, a little thatch hut on the beach, and it was my first encounter ever with a Spinosaurus. And it just curb stomped me, and I was playing with my brother and my uncle at the time, and it just curb stomped us. It was incredible.
Man, what was your guys' first big tame?
Probably a Brontosaurus. It was like a level 23, and it was named Carl, like the annoying neighbor from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Because all it did was stomp around our house forever.
Mine was a Rex. So before the Indominus Rex mod and a Giga came out, when you find like a completely white Rex, everybody called that like the Indominus Rex of Ark. And so I tamed a completely white Rex, and yeah, that's what I tamed, was just a white Rex. I don't know the level. I think it was like level 12 or something.
The very first T-Rex I ever got, I killed it on accident. It drowned.
Oh no!
It ran out of stamina crossing like a big river and drowned.
Oh, that was when were you riding it or was it following you?
I was riding it.
Oh, I know there was a time when dinosaurs would run out of stamina when they were following you, and then they patched that. But yeah, they don't do that anymore, thankfully.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
My first big team was a Bronto as well, but since I was in the rock area, I could just fly up to the top of the rock and then shoot it from the top, and it couldn't hit me. So that's what I did.
That was before they implemented the whole runaway mechanic. Because back then, dinosaurs never used to run away if they took too much torpor.
Oh no! When I started, they did run away. I think
Oh.
I started around the time when they added that because it was. I think it's probably the update when the third Xenosaur got added
Oh, okay, gotcha.
that I started playing. Because I remember being really hyped about the Thyla coming out.
Oh yeah, Thyla's in my top 3 favorites. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go into that. I was gonna ask that question. What are you guys' favorite dinos? Top three. Let's do
Probably
top
Wyvern.
3 because I know they're kind of a pain to pick sometimes.
Yeah, top 3 is the best way to do it. My top 3 would be the Thylacoleo, the Therizinosaurus, and the Argentavis.
Mine would probably be the Wyvern because it's a literal dragon, and then what else? Rock Drake's also really cool. It's really fun to ride around on.
Oh yeah, the Drake is cool. I just
Drake
wish
is
it was
pretty
on more
fun.
maps though. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
Fjordo,
Yeah, I think they're gonna have it on Fjorder. I imagine.
they better. I mean, so that's what they did because it was on Valguero. There were nests and everything.
Yeah.
It was also on Crystal Isles, but they took those out once it became an official map, and it made a lot of people upset and annoyed that they were like, "Oh, why do you guys keep taking out these cool dinos?"
Yeah, I think they're just gonna. I think they're gonna do it because in Lost Island they had a ton of DLC creatures like the Magmasaur and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I feel like there's a high chance of them having it on Fjorder as well.
Well, I guess.
I don't remember. Did they make Drakes breedable yet? Or-
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Drakes and Wyverns both are beautiful.
I knew the Wyverns were.
So I guess my 3 favorites as of Lost Island. So Pachyrhinosaurus, I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but Pachyrhinosaurus has just, it's been one of my favorites since it came out. And then very quickly, the Amargasaurus became my other favorite, my second favorite. And actually, I actually like the Amargasaurus alone, just as a dinosaur, not even being in Ark. It's just in any game. I really like the Amargasaurus.
Yeah.
And then, man, if I had to pick, that's a tough one. I really like snow owls or rock golems. It's a tie between those two.
Snow owls are really fun. Definitely.
Rest in peace, Icicle. I had an orange snow owl named Fry Sauce because here where I live they have like it's like mayo and ketchup and it's you mix it together and it's called fry sauce. You get it with like your fries and everything. It's pretty good. And I had a snow owl named Fry Sauce and it died when I was doing an event, one of those OSDs, orbital supply drops on Extinction.
ODST.
Yeah, and it was getting just ransacked by wyverns and gigas, and it just died. I was not okay.
Well, that's pretty tragic.
It's Ark.
It's
Yeah.
Ark. How did you guys first hear about Ark?
Go ahead, on file.
What was your game?
Like I think literally like the day it was announced, my cousin came up to me and he showed me the trailer and he's like, "Bro, check out this awesome game. It's about like dinosaurs and you can like tame stuff." And so we watched it like on this big TV and we were like, "That was sick." And then so I wanted to play it ever since then. And of course, I had only had PlayStation, so I had to wait like 2 years for it to come out on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's rough.
But when I finally did get to play it, it was awesome.
What about you, Kraken?
I had seen the Gaming Beaver play it way back in the day. That was
Oh,
my first
yeah.
exposure to it. And I thought it looked so cool, and I was so excited to play it, but it wasn't on Xbox at that time yet.
Yeah.
So eventually I managed to get it on Xbox, but I had a Alienware Steam machine in like 2014, or yeah, I think I got it in like 2016, I think. And it was just powerful enough to run Ark on the weakest setting.
Man, I remember trying so hard to get a Steam machine so I could play early. So I found Ark, but before the game even came out is when I found it. I found it when they dropped a trailer, but I was scrolling through.
Yeah.
I think it was my Xbox 360 actually. I was scrolling through, and I was going to YouTube to look up some videos, and I saw like one of the little panels was like this Bronto, and I'm like, "Whoa, what is that?" And I clicked on it. And it started playing this trailer for a game called Ark. And I'm like, oh, okay, this looks cool. And I was watching a guy run to the forest and everything. Eventually, I fell in love with the trailer. I watched it almost at least once a day. And I wasn't able to play it because I didn't have a PC at the time, and I didn't have a Alienware console, and so I had to wait until January 2016 for it to drop on Xbox, and then I got it, and that was the only game I played for a year straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, when I had my 360, I found it, and then I was like, all right, time to save up to get an Xbox One, and then I did, and then the rest is history. In other news,
Yeah.
have you guys looking forward to any other games coming out?
Elden Ring, I'm excited to see people play. I probably won't play much of it myself.
I'm excited for it.
I mean,
I'll be
Ark 2.
Yeah, Ark 2 for
Mhm.
sure. Dying Light
Of course,
2
Ark. Oh, Dying Light 2. Yep, that's the number one I'm most excited for. Yep.
comes out next month, and 3 days the Monster Hunter Rise comes to PC.
I've never played a Monster Hunter game before.
They're not bad.
Same.
Probably my favorite game series as a whole. They're just simple. Here's a big weapon. Go kill that monster. You kill that monster. Let's skin it and make more weapons and armor out of it. And then at the end of the game, you have to fight God.
Of course.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Terraria style.
Yep.
Mhm.
Start off fighting slime, and the next thing I was like, oh, hey, here's the Moon Lord.
Mr. Moonlord.
But yeah, those are the two main games I've been looking forward to. I guess God of War comes out on PC, but I mean, I've already played
Oh yeah,
that.
that'll be fun.
Comes out in 5 days from this. We probably shouldn't date these depending on when they release, but whatever.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We had a couple more questions. We had some good questions in the Discord, which we will probably link to Discord in the YouTube video that is out, along with all of our
Oh, yeah.
channels.
I should join the Discord.
Let's see, what do we have? Favorite creature? Oh yeah, favorite creature from Lost Island. Well, I guess Kraken, you haven't played it yet, but have you seen the
I'm
mean,
playing it
there's
right now. First impressions, favorite creature is the Dinopithecus.
Fair enough. I do like the Dinopithecus. I didn't really care for it at first, but I was like, it's growing on me.
My favorite, mainly just because of how useful it is probably the Cinemacrops. And I did not think that going in. I thought Cinemacrops was just another shoulder pet.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it is stupid. Like, OP.
Well,
Not
they
OP,
kind of
but-
had to make it really good, otherwise there would have been outrage that
yeah.
it won the creature
Yeah.
vote or whatever.
I mean, it can let you fly like a text, not like a tech suit, but almost, it makes you feel like you're in a tech suit.
It's like a
And then
primitive
you can
tech suit.
glide. Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
It's fantastic. I don't even want to like play without having it.
Mine died.
It makes you. Dang.
Mine
One thing that
died
sucks is
and-
they.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
just
Only
hit
thing
my
that sucks-
raptor with a spear.
One thing that sucks is they eat chitin near the beginning, so when you tame one early game, it's super hard to keep them fed.
Yeah.
Oh, they only eat chitin?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
tame off
only.
kite. They're like
You
the
know when you tame 'em.
Archaeopteryx. Although, Archaeopteryx is only chitin. Never mind.
Well, the only animal that's more annoying than that to keep alive is the damn Titanoboa. Because they only eat eggs.
Really?
They
They
only,
never-
even tame, they only eat eggs.
That's,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either.
I mean, I don't think I've ever tamed a Titanoboa.
I did way
Well,
back
they're
when.
useless. You can't even ride them.
I know. Why would you tame them? I remember when they made them tameable. Is like,
Eggs
wow.
would be the only reason, but now that they've redone the kibble system, there's literally no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because before you needed Titanoboa kibble for all kinds of stuff, and then they made them tameable. So I remember like YouTube videos showing off like these Titanoboa traps to get a bunch of eggs, and now it's like you don't really need Titanoboa eggs anymore.
Yeah, now it just doesn't matter.
All right, here's a question: favorite Ark YouTuber then versus favorite Ark YouTuber now?
Oh, that's easy. So when yeah, I'm just gonna hijack this. When Ark first came out, so I started watching Fairlight Excalibur when the game first came out on Twitch, and I'm like, okay, this is cool and all, but when the game actually came out, it was Slipgator for sure.
Yeah.
But before the game came out, it was Star Snipe. He was the main info guy. anything dossier related or new dino related, he was the one to go to watch. But yeah, it quickly became Slipgator, and now, probably Neebs Gaming. They're not
a surprise contender.
Yeah, they're not solely Ark, but their Ark content is just immaculate. And Syntax, I like Syntax. He's more of a just straightforward playthrough. There's I don't want to say there's no story to his, because there is, but Neebs Gaming makes it more like a movie.
Syntax is more of a let's play.
Yeah.
Neebs is more of a LARPer group.
Yeah.
That sounds bad. I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. They got some quality to theirs.
Yeah, I mean, their editing, Adahop and Anthony, their editing styles is just fantastic. It's nothing I've seen before on any other YouTube channel.
See, obviously when I first started playing, I was watching Slipgator a lot. He's actually one of the first YouTubers I ever started watching. So I was watching all of his Let's Plays. So it's definitely in him when I started. And now, I mean, I don't watch too much art content now, but I'd probably say Rasclark. Just because I don't really watch Let's Plays anymore. And his kind of ranking tiers and all that kind of stuff, I really enjoy.
Yeah, I mainly watch his top 10s. Yeah, his ranking ones. I like those.
Yeah.
I think I've seen Rasclark around, but I've never actually watched any of his stuff before.
They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
My favorite Ark YouTuber way back in the day was King Daddy DMacc.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I used to watch him
when he played with Slipgator.
He was one of the only. Yep, they played on the Poopin' Evolved.
Poopin' Evolved.
But he was one of the only Ark YouTubers who wasn't blocked on the school Chromebook network. So I could sit there in the middle of class and watch King Daddy DMacc.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nowadays, I'm mostly a Syntacker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did watch Syntax back then too, but not that much.
Syntax is a good YouTuber. I like his stuff. I went back and watched his old videos, and to see what he's become to what he started as, I'm like, wow, that gives me hope for my channel.
Oh, dude, I feel that.
I like to go back and watch not big YouTubers, just normal YouTuber people. I like to watch their first videos compared to their newest videos. I'm like, okay. Wow.
See, I still love going back and watching old PewDiePie videos.
I have not.
From way back in 2012.
I've never really watched PewDiePie.
Me neither.
Heresy.
Heresy. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So all the people that played on Pooping Evolved, not just Slipgator, but King Daddy DMacc, Mr. Miola, I guess he hasn't really fallen off yet, but that's not me.
Yeah.
He hasn't really.
Mr. Miola on Pooping Evolved?
Yeah, Mr. Miola was on Pooping Evolved.
I didn't know that.
He was on. It was him, Drax RP, Zul'jin, XP Crafted, Slipgator.
Yeah, I know all these other people.
Yeah, a couple other people. And I went back and I watched a couple. I looked at their channels, and either they haven't uploaded or they just haven't retained their viewing.
Yeah,
which is really sad because I really liked watching all that content.
So I used to watch. No, I didn't watch them a lot, but I remember seeing them in the old Slipgator videos.
A lot of them went to streaming nowadays, which is, good for them.
Yeah.
I'm more of a video man myself.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd like to stream at some point, but I don't want to start off as a streamer. I'd like to, get a nice YouTube foundation before.
Yeah.
I like doing the YouTube video more stuff, make it entertaining, not as much the streaming. I have been streaming more lately because I've been streaming my 100 days, but other than that.
Yeah. I
not really.
I stream more than I record videos, but that's just because I like to interact with chat. I like to be able to see what they're saying in real time. And there's some games out there that your chat can screw with your game while you're playing. Like 7 Days to Die lets you do that.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm also I feel like I'm a bad editor, so streaming takes that pressure off of not having to edit your videos. And
it's all self-taught,
it's just... that's true. That's true. I just have to get better at it. I just need to practice more.
Yeah, I mean, when you start out editing, it can be kind of hard, but once you get used to it, it gets pretty easy.
Yeah, my videos now compared to what they were, even in just it's not even a full year yet I've been back on my YouTube channel, but it's already gotten so much better than what it used to be. I used to just clip them. Actually, I wouldn't even clip them. I'd maybe clip off the first part where it's just complete silence, and then I'd just be like, all right, this is a video. Enjoy. And then, that was it.
Yeah.
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 I don't know what else to say.
You like that.
Let's see, what else? Your first Ark memory, we did that. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I mean, I guess we could turn this into its whole other episode if we have to, but we can expand more on a different episode. What are you guys looking forward to in Ark 2?
Vin Diesel.
Just one thing. Just name one thing that isn't Vin Diesel.
I mean, look forward to, I don't know, like the graphics, like Unreal Engine 5, like how fantastic the game and all the assets, the creatures and stuff are going to be looking like.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what they can pull off with that.
I'm going to cheat.
Especially
I'm actually
it
going to
being-
name two, but I'm going to branch off what you said. Graphics related, map. I want to see what the maps look like.
5K
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
5K.
I hope they can make the
Diesel.
maps like even bigger. And
I
make
hope
Like,
it,
here's like, is Vin
huge.
Diesel gonna be rideable though and breedable,
I hope I
or is
can-
it just
I hope I can touch Vin Diesel. I hope I can
tameable
his
Vin
breath.
Diesels?
get a whole pack of just Vin Diesels. Like Extinction Core, when you could tame the tribesmen. Just a bunch of Vin Diesels
my
chasing after you. The modding community is gonna have fun with that.
Oh, it's
Yes,
gonna
they
be
are.
But
I'm gonna have fun with that.
I want to see what the dinos are, how they're gonna look. The new T-Rex and the
Yeah.
new Pteranodons look fantastic.
They
Well,
do.
I
That's
think
why
that was all pre-rendered stuff.
Well,
I'm waiting to
so-
see how it actually looks.
It was pre-rendered, but all the dinos, the characters, and everything, that was in-game models. Those were real-life models.
Yeah.
For the game. They were just rendered through engine, not game. So the T-Rex
Yeah,
is
so-
gonna end up looking like that.
Interesting.
Why?
Yeah, it looks a little icky, but I'll wait and see.
Yeah, I thought the Pteranodon model specifically looked really good.
Oh, the Pteranodons did look very good.
It's about time the Pteranodon gets a TLC. If they add the Giga, I swear it better not be the size of a freaking six-story
Godzilla.
building. Yeah,
It's like the 1998 Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick in it.
basically.
Just like
Yeah,
comically large dinosaur.
radioactive iguana.
Shit.
Have you guys
Cute
played that
little-
mod? Oh, I guess you Kraken.
Ark, Godzilla Ark.
Yes.
I've seen it,
Godzilla Ark.
haven't played it.
Have you seen the new mods that have been coming out of Kaiju? Like the King of the Monsters Godzilla and King of the Monsters Godzilla vs Kong. I mean, Kong and Godzilla and Mechagodzilla.
The movies or the mods?
The mods.
Oh, I did not know there was mods of that. That's cool.
Yeah, so I guess PUBG
Yeah.
PUBG had an event a while ago that it was a crossover between Godzilla, King of the Monsters, not Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I gotta get that out of my brain. Godzilla vs Kong, and it had Godzilla vs Kong versus Mechagodzilla in it, and then I guess the models were just ported from that through open source into Ark. And now they're
Yeah.
adding a bunch of different mods, like King Ghidorah's in it now. Rodan, Mothra, female Mutos.
Is that the one that's funded by Riot?
Yes, yes. he's
Yeah.
the one
Oh,
doing all
that's
those.
very cool.
Yeah, that's another YouTuber I watch, or used to watch, Every Night Riot. I really liked
Yeah,
his
Riot's pretty
Anunnaki
cool.
Genesis playthrough on the Centaur.
Yeah, I also watched the Santax as well. You remember the dude with the fights and all that?
Oh, the cringy fight videos.
Cantex?
Yeah,
Is that how you say it? I always thought it was Cantex. I don't know if it's
I think it's Santax. I don't know. I mean, I've
Oh.
never heard somebody actually pronounce it. but-
Cantex, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy. The other day I was streaming and he literally like hopped in and donated $5. I was so
Really?
confused. Yeah, he did.
Nice.
Because I looked at my chat and he donated like $1 at first, and I was like so confused. I'll listen to
Cantex
screenshot.
gave you a donation?
Yeah, he did. Or I'll
Oh,
put in
that's
a picture. I don't know. There's no like pictures.
There's no way to go
Screenshots.
back and look.
Channel. I'll just put it in general, I guess.
What was I trying to do? Sorry. I didn't know what you were doing. No.
But yeah, that was crazy. Weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of like battle people that are in the Ark
Yeah, there
community.
are as well.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen a YouTuber, Ark YouTuber, way back in the day called Frasonus?
Yes, Personas
Who would
and
load up all the models and animations and like the dev kit before the creature got released.
Every Night Riot did that every once in a while too.
I know Syntech used to do that as well. Go to the dev kit and like the creatures before they came out.
Yeah.
When I first subscribed to Syntac, he was at 18,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he was. What was he at for me? He was in like I think the 100,000s.
I think
The
he was
very
in the
first. Go ahead.
when I started watching YouTube, I didn't have an account, but I think he was like at 100,000 subscribers when I started watching him or something like that.
The whole reason I even wound up subscribing him and following him was because we had a mini conversation in the comments section, which I thought was really cool. Because, he was still kind of a small channel, and it was right when, like, the Tusa Toothis had come out.
Oh
like,
yeah.
that same update, and I was like, whoa, holy crap, that thing looks so awesome. And he's like, yeah, man, it's like the Giga of the Sea. And it was like, oh, that's, all right, you responded to my comment, now I have to be a fan.
Yeah, his very first video I watched was I guess I don't know because I can't really recollect if I've watched any of his stuff when he was a smaller YouTuber, but the big video that I remember watching was the one where the kid comes in with like a 3 billion giga or something like that.
Yeah,
and starts destroying the server,
yeah.
and they're all yelling at each other, and yeah, it was a big mess. But I remember watching that one.
I know that was his most popular video for ages. His new
Yeah.
100-day video is the one that just passed it finally.
I really enjoyed his 100-day video. He put a lot of... I don't know if he edited himself or if he hired someone
I think
to.
he did, yeah, because he's mentioned that he doesn't have an editor. He just edits them himself.
Well, most of his gameplay is kind of just raw for the most part.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
really do much special editing. It's all just cuts here and there when he needs to.
See, I like dense content. I like to put memes in constantly. I like to add in music. I like to... I go kind of nuts with my editing. Some might even call it over-editing, to be honest. But that's just what I like to do.
I like my music.
Yeah,
I do music typically.
For me, I don't really like doing raw footage that much. I want to make sure it's edited up and...
That's the problem. I don't
Like-
want somebody to watch my stuff and then just get bored. Like,
Yeah.
oh, man,
Yeah.
this raw gameplay, nah.
Like if I'm
Yeah,
building,
no, I want mine to be like...
I cut pretty frequently if I'm building or something.
Yeah, I usually just do it because I want it to be, fast-paced, all the juicy stuff.
Yeah. Actually, what are your guys' I guess if you guys are comfortable answering, what are your guys' most popular videos on your channel?
My most popular video is up to 12,000 views. It might be a little bit more now, but it's me playing Attack on Titan VR games.
I watched that. That was a good video.
I enjoyed that video a lot. And a little sneak peek if you're a fan of mine by chance. I'm working on a sequel.
The sequel.
Well, I look forward to that.
The obligatory sequel.
Yeah.
I think my top video is my mod
Acro.
review of the Savage Acro for Ark Editions when it came out.
Yeah.
I was like the first YouTuber to ever release a video on that. At least
Oh, that's
from my
super cool.
understanding. So I googled it and nobody else had it. And I'm like, screw it, I'm doing it now. Nobody can take this from me. And I did it, and then
I have I had a video concept. Now this was before I had a channel and like was a quote unquote regular YouTuber. But I had an idea for a video and I was just crushed because by the time I was finally ready to try it, somebody else had already did it. And I'm like,
dude.
oh man.
Sometimes
And it was
that
such
does
a
happen.
good video. Like, can you beat X game? I don't want to say it in case I ever do it, but can you beat X game with any weapons? Like, just barehanded the whole game.
oh yeah, sounds like
Yeah.
sounds like Skyrim.
It's not Skyrim. It's not
Okay,
Skyrim.
that's something I would try to do in Skyrim. It's just
It's in the
fisticuffs.
vein of Skyrim. And speaking of Skyrim, I actually have one for that, but for Skyrim VR. And I definitely don't want to say this one because I don't think anyone's ever done it before. But yeah, I think it would be funny.
I look forward to it.
Mostly because it's not like, it has nothing to do with what weapons I use or anything. It's only a me problem. Like, it's hard to explain.
My most viewed video was the experiment, like how to spawn the experimental Giga on Genesis 2, because I was like the first person to make a video on it, and I did it for PlayStation, because you could spawn it on PC with a simple command, but on PlayStation you actually had to go into the arena. So I made a tutorial on that, and I think it's 132,000 views right now.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, it got a ton in like the first week. It was crazy.
I actually just recently started up a second companion channel for my main channel, which basically I wanted to post like really short clips or like memes that I make for like Reddit or whatever. And I never expected it to go anywhere. I haven't even officially announced it yet on my main channel. But recently, 2 of the videos on there, one of them has 63,000 views.
Wow.
And one of them has 17,000 views. And the
Are they
channel,
just YouTube shorts?
they're not even shorts. But
wow.
I mean, they are short. They're both under 30 seconds. But
Well, yeah, but they're not like considered shorts, like not horizontal or anything.
No. Well, are we thinking we're getting ready to kind of wrap it up? My recording is up to an hour long.
Yeah, so was
Oh,
mine.
wow.
It was this was supposed to be like a 45-ish. Actually, I'm at 47 minutes. But
And I'm gonna trim certain sections.
Well, yeah, I mean,
of
if we
it.
trim it down, some of the other side conversations might not be a full
This-
hour.
This was just supposed to be a small introductory video, podcast. I'm so used to everything else. I almost said stream. It's supposed to just be introductory. Tell them who we are and what we do, and our love for Ark and everything. And we kind of got off topic a little bit though, and started talking about other things. But
Which is how podcasts always go.
Man, I really like the concept of podcasts. I love listening to podcasts, which is why I wanted to start this. Is because I just like podcasts.
Yeah, and I thought it'd be great. I'm always trying to look for new stuff to work on and new projects and stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, meet new
Got same
people.
boat there.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
On Fire, I've talked to
Cool.
you a handful of times, but I've never talked to Kraken until just in voice until just
In voice
today.
chat.
Same. I didn't even know who Kraken was until now.
I don't even know who you are. But yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this up and get things rolling. I got places to be this evening, so. Alright, so we're going to end this one here, you guys. Thank you so much for listening and or watching. If you're watching it from the YouTube channel, be sure to go check that out on YouTube at Beach Bobcast Podcast. You can find me, Captain Reptile, on Twitch, twitch.tv/Captain Reptile, or YouTube. Just type in Captain Reptile. It's pretty straightforward. You can find Crazy's Kraken on...
You can find me on YouTube and on Reddit and on Twitter. I pretty actively post on Reddit. I try as much as I can to post actively on YouTube. And I almost never post on Twitter, but it's there if you if you want.
Yeah, and be sure to follow the Beach Bobcast Podcast on Twitter as well. And on Fire, where can they find you?
On the YouTube mainly, but also I got Twitter as well. If you go follow that, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it though if you don't cancel us on Twitter.
Yeah,
that
please.
would be,
Yeah, that'd be
cancel
nice.
us.
be respectful. But thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to check out all of our channels in the end screen, links below, and we will see you in the next episode of the Beach Bobcast.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good one.